Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone is doing well and making the most of this forced downtime. I think for the most part, if you can keep a positive attitude about it, it may not be so bad. We are officially in April, and currently we are also free of any personal planets in retrograde. However, that only lasts until about April 10th, and then Venus retrograde shadow period begins. And Venus rules the area of love, self-esteem, and money. So we could see some major challenges, breakthroughs, and blessings surrounding those areas of your life. April is going to usher in lots of energy, which could also have you feeling excited, creative, and impulsive. The downside is that you could try to rush or force things, and for some, this energy could cause reckless and extreme behaviors to the point of potentially emotionally, mentally, or physically hurting yourself or someone else. So really become aware of what you're feeling, thinking, and doing, and what your actions and everything are. I do feel like, again, just be aware as best you can. This could also be a month where you will be tested on how conscious, aware, and positive you are or aren't. And, you'll be tested in that area through challenges. So you can either respond with a positive outlook or you can respond with a negative outlook. We always have a choice. We do have control over our emotions. So try not to get sucked into negativity, fear-mongering, or panic. It solves and changes absolutely nothing. It really is just a waste of time and energy, and you just make yourself crazy and the people around you too. So just focus on the positive aspects. We know the reality of the situation, right? I do feel there is a possibility we will be experiencing some news and information this month that could be shocking. Humanity is entering a new beginning, and whenever that happens, it's important not to take your old baggage with you. So try to see everything that is happening with a fresh set of eyes and from a higher perspective. If you're anything like me at all, then I feel you would strongly believe in a loving, infinite intelligence, or in other words, a loving God. Then it shouldn't be too difficult to expand your trust that everything is divinely orchestrated for our highest good, even if that comes through the form of challenges, because they are the greatest catalyst to learn and grow from. Humanity is learning a new way to live, but first we have to be shown how the way we have been living isn't really for our highest good, right? Or the highest good of humanity as a whole. So that's kind of why this crazy shakeup stuff is happening. And this is just the first. I feel like there's going to be some other stuff that pops up. Saturday, we move into a new 28-day moon cycle called the Planetary Moon of Manifestation. It runs from April 4th to May 1st. The key words are perfect produce. I was going to say produce. Produce and manifestation. And I'm going to read you the information in the galactic calendar. And this is a planetary tone of 10. And 10 represents the principle allowing manifestation to occur based on the coherence of the preceding 9 numbers. And that is the Mayan factor. After mobilizing and pulsing our intention in tone 9, this energy becomes actualized in tone 10. Here, essence and the physical meet as one. The heavens touch the earth, spirit and matter unite. The actualization of creative potential is at the heart of our nature, bringing depth, richness, and importance to our lives. The entire manifest world is imagination brought to life. Planetary cues us to consider what we are producing in our lives and by what means. How are we manifesting our dreams? Are we incarnating our ideas? or our ideals. All that we bring to this world, our thoughts, words, and deeds, contribute to the planetary equation. Planetary directs, without judgment, there is only perfection. To achieve maximum productivity, strive wholeheartedly to perfect all that you endeavor, yet also accept that there is an already existing inherent perfection in all that is manifest as it is, simply because it is manifest. Attempting to be overly perfectionist is actually counterproductive. Rather, allow perfection to be a continual process of aspiration. Let us delight in all that we have to bring to this planet and enjoy all that this planet brings to us. And I kind of feel like that's really fitting right now with everything that we're going through in the world. And, perfectionism, yeah, that's not a good thing, y'all. It's just not. It just sets you up for disappointment. Okay, let's do a moment of Zen to clear some denser energies and get your heart chakra balanced. Close your eyes, open your palms, and allow yourself to be open to receive. I'm going to be connecting with your higher self and calling on your team of guides to help energetically clear any blocks, emotional residue, and or negative attachments in your physical body and light bodies. This will help raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and increase your awareness in order to help prepare your soul for ascension. Take a deep breath in through your nose, visualizing your inhale as green light, and draw the breath down into your heart. Then exhale through your mouth. Allow your body and mind to relax more on each exhalation. Continue to breathe this way until I tell you to open your eyes. A little heart chakra tone for you. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. And that was for you, Joanne, because I know how much you love the triangle. Okay, let's get into what you can expect from tonight, April 2nd, through to April 9th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. General themes. This week is a great time to work on making dreams a reality. Even if you can't physically go anywhere, you can still work on manifesting your future. There's plenty of positive energy around long-term goals and outcomes. You could receive good news and or some form of recognition or support from others. You may also partner up or collaborate with others that can bring in money or advance you in some other way. And many may experience spiritual insights, major spiritual awakenings, romance, and inspiration. So there's a lot of positive energy that is around. But as usual, we do have somewhat of an intense month. So it's going to be a mixed bag of energy, right? So the downside to this energy is hidden information coming to light that may not be pleasant, which I strongly feel will be happening not only on a personal level, but on a global one as well. And it may not happen exactly this week, but I feel pretty confident at some point during the month and beyond, we'll be seeing some hidden truths revealed worldwide. You could also experience the following through your own feelings and emotions, or through others projecting their feelings and emotions onto you. And more than likely, this will manifest itself as a combination of the two, right? Because we mirror each other. Everything is a mirror reflection. So, whatever you're putting out, you're going to get back. So it's going to be a combination of those two things. What you could experience is confusion, high emotions, self-doubt, uncertainty, judgment, criticism, harshness, negative karma, drama, unpleasant surprises, ego flare-ups, some hostility, some aggression, car accidents, physical body issues, and lying. The other part to this learning is, the other part to this is learning to put energy into solutions and plans to improve any situations. It's also about learning from your mistakes by seeing how you contributed to the problem. It's about being able to see your own role in everything that you're experiencing in your life, whether good or bad. All this stuff is happening because, again, we have to kind of shed light on our shadow sides. So some of the uglier parts of ourselves and others and the world are going to come to light. They're going to be revealed because we have to be able to look at these things in order to move past them, right? It's all about awareness, acknowledgement, and acceptance. Another big lesson happening this week and the weeks to follow revolves around secondhand knowledge, believing something because that's what you are supposed to believe, not because it resonates inside of you, doing things because someone told you to do them, not because you actually want to. The big picture here is this will play out on the world stage with our government leaders and those in positions of power who have been running the world. Some have blindly trusted, followed, and believed the secondhand information from the powers to be who do not have the best interest of humanity in mind. That's not all the powers to be, but there are some that could care less about humanity, and it's more about power, control, and greed. The small picture playing out here is that you'll see this happening in family dynamics and relationships that are around you. All will be revealed between the seen or known and unseen or unknown. Work, for those of you employed, we've got a mixed bag, right? Some of you are still working, you're able to work from home, some are essential and still physically going to work. Then we have several people that are laid off or on furlough. And those of you who have hated your jobs and thought you were stuck or it was impossible to make a change, I do feel like you will be realizing that you absolutely can make a change, and you will. This situation is really going to be showing you that what you have is not permanent and that you can make changes for the better. I'm also seeing more layoffs and furloughs and changes happening with people's work status. Those of you that are looking for a job, obviously there is not much happening right here. Even if you were terminated or laid off before the coronavirus hit, due to the emergency package, you will still be able to apply for unemployment. So if you haven't, apply for unemployment. Do it. Also, Amazon is hiring, and others in the industry of that are considered essential are looking for employment or looking for employees as well right now. So if you're desperate, look in those areas. And again, everyone else, just kind of apply for unemployment, and you can be proactive and working towards whatever goals that you have in mind once all of this, quarantine is over. Love, those of you in committed relationships, some of you will be improving your relationships, and it could come about due to disagreements and petty arguments. Try to get to the core of any problems. Arguments aren't always about what they seem on the surface. It's always deeper. Remember, it takes two to create issues in a relationship. It's almost never entirely the fault of one person. Remember, the people in your life, everything in your life is a mirror reflection of you. And this week and month is very much a make it or break it time in relationships. So lots of work to do on ourselves. Those of you looking for love, some of you could be feeling lonely and empty during this time. If you typically feel this way, know that it can push prospective partners away. So this is something that you really want to kind of work through during this time. And other than that, I'm not really feeling too much here, except maybe some online connections and flirtations and just having some fun in that way. Finances, some are in an ebb, some are in the flow, and others are stagnant. Some of you will be taking some constructive and important steps to improve your financial situation, like changing spending habits, maybe applying for loans and unemployment or anything else that might be able to help you improve your financial situation temporarily. Health, I feel most will be doing well and actually healing through this downtime. Some of you may see some flare-ups of physical symptoms like a cold. Obviously, if you start having symptoms of COVID, then make sure you get yourself tested. Spirituality, some of you will be overcoming some extremely painful parts of your past while others will begin working through them. A lot of people are going to be hitting the dark night of the soul where you're really going to be dealing with some stuff coming up. But again, just feel what you need and work through any emotions. Seek help if you need it. I also feel a lot of peace and stillness coming to many people. For the most part, it's going to be a lot of spiritual growth for everyone. That wraps up the intuitive messages for this week. Let me get to tonight's caller. I have Robin in Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How can I help you tonight?
So do I just ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask me any questions that you might have, what you want to know about, and I'll give you whatever comes to me.
Great. I just want to know, what do you see for me with work-wise?
Well, it's a little, I almost feel like there's a part of you that's having like this urge to get out of a current work situation if you are still employed right now during this time. So I just really kind of feel like you want a change. Is that in alignment with where you're at?
Yeah, sort of. Just certain things make me want to do something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like you want a change, and you're having like, and this might build, right? Where I feel like you're just going to have a powerful urge, like it's a feeling, it's a strong desire to just change your situation and change what you're doing. And I feel like it's really important that you don't disregard your feelings that are coming up, but I also feel like you have to kind of plan for your transition, because there's a part of me that feels like you're not really 100% sure what you want. You just know that you want change. So I feel like you have to kind of connect with yourself on a deeper level to find out exactly what it is that you want to do, right? I feel like you have to weigh the pros and cons. Yeah, so once you do that, once you have your game plan in mind and you have your plans ready to go, at that point, I can see you making that leap of faith. I feel like because we have a little bit of a fluctuating timeline with the virus, I feel maybe some significant changes with your career sometime between June and September, because I feel by December you're in a completely different job. So I would say you're going to see the significant changes happening sometime between June and September, and I feel like definitely no matter what, even if the timeline shifts a little bit, by the end of the year you're definitely just on a different path. I feel like you need to connect with your passion.
Okay.
There's a part of you, I feel like there's a part of you that really wants to kind of try to do something on your own.
Yep. Thank you for that. Can I ask another one?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we still have some time. So we have about 8 minutes, I believe.
Oh, great. I was just wondering, what do you see for my love life?
Okay, so I'm having a little bit of a feeling either you're having thoughts about wanting to end a long-term relationship, or maybe you've ended a long-term relationship, and now I feel like, have you left already, or are you thinking about leaving?
Left would have been years ago.
Okay, so you're single right now.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So it's difficult to tell because a lot of times, unfortunately, even though we end relationships and leave them, sometimes we are holding on to baggage. And I do feel like there's some stuff that you haven't completely, I kind of feel like some of the difficult parts of the past relationship that you've had, you haven't really fully gotten either complete closure or fully let go of on a subconscious level. So I feel like there's a part of you that wants to be out there and you want to have love come into your life, but at the same time, you're afraid and you're not fully engaging with the world outside. And like, I almost feel like maybe you've become a little bit of a hermit at times. So I feel like you've got to definitely put yourself out there and get clear about what you want, because I feel like you need clarity in this area of your life as well. Like, what do you want? I feel like you know what you don't want.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Okay.
so with the love thing, um, well, is there somebody that you're interested in? Like, is there somebody that you're kind of having like a flirtation with, or maybe it's not quite, maybe it could just be
Yeah.
someone you know, but I feel like there might be somebody that you kind of feel like you would want to pursue.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. But you're unclear about what this person actually wants. Like, I feel like it's more the friend zone right now, and you're kind of feeling concerned about opening yourself up to more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like there's some hesitation there.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there's possibility there. I feel like there's real possibility there, but I do feel that something is going to shift with the other person. Is that the person that you're interested in? Are they going through a challenging time right now with something? Like, I obviously maybe work or something, but I feel like they're working through something that kind of has walls up and is making it more difficult for you to be able to maybe get romantically involved.
Also wondering, do you see me moving anytime soon?
I feel like they're going through a challenging time with something besides the current situation, with the virus. I feel like there's some difficulties happening in this person's life. And and that could be part of why maybe there's a wall up, and you're not able to cross over into, something more romantic. Do you know if that's the case with this person?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I feel like that is really causing a lot of the disconnect between the two of you in some way. Um, I feel like this person they will get over the situation. And once that happens, I feel like that's when something could potentially blossom. So for you, it's going to be remaining patient, being supportive, but not being a doormat, because I feel like you are getting mixed signals from this person. So sometimes there's like a false sense of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I feel like there's a good possibility. And I think, again, I feel like you are going through some significant changes this year. And I feel like when it comes to your love life, there is a good possibility that everything is going to kind of dissolve in a flash. And then you are going to be in the position to be maybe dating this person or someone else. I kind of feel like something more blossoming in the love department for you that feels like more of a real commitment next year. But it could be
Next year.
This could be the foundation year. You know what I mean? Especially if it's that person that you're connected to right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I only have 60 seconds. I hope I was able to answer your questions, and I appreciate you calling in. Everybody else,
You were. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Everybody else, I look forward to connecting with you next Thursday. Have a great week. Bye.